I got a question for you.
Am I doubled? No, I'm not doubled.
No, I wasn't gonna ask that. I'm in a Yo Buffalo. I want to be, I'm on my Zen right now. But I have a serious question. Are you running for chief of police?
I was going to, but I'm not.
Why not?
You want to know the real answer?
Yes.
I think there is a not. I think there is a not 0% chance that I could actually win, and I don't want to win.
So you think you would win? That's why you don't want to.
No. I think that there is like a small chance that I could, depending on how I interview. And I don't want. I don't even want to pretend, right? I want Ruby to win. I would rather her than me because I just don't have the time. I don't have the time, Quangle. Listen, if I had the time, I would be full serious. I would be trying hard as fuck and talking to every person.
So you want Ruby to win?
Yes, I want Ruby to win.
Well, let me tell you something. Jamar's Quangle, House of Point Gilly, I am running for chief of police.
What changes are you bringing into shift 2, for example? What you got?
Oh, trust me. I already have an assistant chief lined up. I already got a couple sergeants that need replacing. I already have a captain, a lieutenant that I'd like to put in position. I already see some changes happening.
Do you get a moment? Can I talk to you?
Sure thing, Trooper. Yeah, okay. All right. I mean, hey, listen. Just like I think I had a not 0, I don't think you have a 0% chance. I think you could win. I think you could win, Quangle.
I already know who their number one pick is right now. I already know. I already figured it out.
Yeah, who is it?
If I tell you, you can't tell nobody.
Who am I gonna snitch to?
I don't know. You might tell Miss what's her name, Miss Hope, or should I say Miss Keys?
Yeah, I might tell Mrs. Keys.
And then Miss Keys is gonna run to ADMC and tell them, and then they're gonna tell everybody.
And then ADMC are gonna take her on a boost a week after she was a cop that raided them. Yeah, amazing.
Right now, they have 3 choices. I'll tell you their top 3. Actually, I'll tell you their number 1, then I'll tell you the top 3. All right. The number 1 choice for chief is Oxby.
You think so? Like, do you actually think so?
I don't think so. I know so. I figured it out.
How'd you figure
And then
that out?
want me to tell you the other candidates that the other like couple ones that they're considering?
Go ahead.
Other one is Opal, which I told them. I said that it would be a bad decision.
That is a lunatic's choice. Did you hear how Opal got demoted?
No, I did. I just heard she did.
Yeah, well, Opal got demoted because someone got fired and Opal got demoted because they were learning to or tried to cook meth.
How does she get demoted for that? So they get fired?
Well, Doc Masters got fired and she got demoted. So what I imagine is it was Doc Masters that did it and she was like complicit. So yeah, the chief of police cooking up meth.
Again, I said that would be a terrible decision. And the other one they're considering is Albert King.
I have never met Albert King, so I don't know anything about it.
That was one of the reasons I said, not a bad choice, but never see him around shift 1 after Tsunami. Never see him shift 2. Never see him shift 3. So, you need somebody that's around those times, or else what's the point? Now, I pled my case as to why I think I should be chief. All the stuff I would change, and about time we have a chief, Mr. Keys, that's out in the field with us. When do you ever see a chief that's out here in the field, seeing what we see, going through the struggles that us patrol officers go through? Never. Always stuck up in MRPD, having meetings, talking about this, talking about that. They're doing this, doing that. They're not out here in the field. I think it's about time we had a chief out here in the field that knew what's going on, the ins and outs, what needs to change.
I feel like we need an entire high command that does that. You're not wrong.
Yes, I agree.
I
And
feel like the
trust me,
people that are making the decisions should be out here understanding the like what we're actually dealing with.
I agree. I agree. That's exactly why I said what I said. Now, I'm being very serious right now when I say I'm taking this very serious, and I hopefully get chief of police. And let's just say if I do get chief, you might have a little raise coming soon, or a promotion in your future. Who knows? Because I will say, you're one of the only people in Shift 2 that I see lead stuff on radio, calls people out, tells people what to do. Most people don't do that. I'm not trying to glaze, but you are a good officer. And we need more people like you in high command positions to be role models for all these dumbasses that don't know what the fuck they're doing. And they just get ranked because, wow, they've been around for so long. So, hey, they've been around for how long? Oh, give them sergeant.
I mean, look at the captain. Look at Captain Raditz, right? The old captain. What's he been doing? He was the sheriff, then the captain, now a sergeant. Like, he's fallen downwards. Like, next one, he's going to be fired. He doesn't have many ranks left.
Well, hey, leave Raditz alone. I like him. He's a nice guy.
He is a nice guy, but just before he said, Bilby said, "Hey, do you need a co-pilot for everyone?" He's like, "No, I got a co-pilot. It was his cadet that did nothing in Air 1. Like, she just got flown around for an hour, and then."
I do need your statement from that droid.
And then.
Then what?
And then he said, "Oh, sorry. Air 1 can't spin back up. My cadet head popped." So we had to wait for 5 minutes while he sat on the roof of MRPD. And then, yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Who do you think should be chief? Who do you think should be chief?
I think Oxby would be a good chief for, like, the paperwork position. But I like Ruby.
We've already have that.
I know. But the thing is, I like Ruby because even if she makes wrong calls, I have seen her make calls that were shit and I thought were shit, but she doesn't give a damn. She still does it. And I would rather someone do that. If it's Oxby, Opal, or Oxby, Opal, or Albert King, I would rather Ruby over all of them. Oxby can be high command, like that's fine, right? It's just everything that Ruby's told me about all of the problems with the shifts, right, and certs and all this shit. I think she will actually do something about it. And I don't know. I feel like Oxy's better at a captain. Get out there in the field because he is on the field. He's a field officer. I feel like he can actually hold it down on the field and leave Ruby to do paperwork and make calls. I wonder who's Ass Chief, though. Like, that's the thing. I don't know who's Ass Chief.
I already have an ass chief of mine for my ass chief.
Yeah?
If I were to get chief, I already have somebody in mind.
It's Peters or Josh Cade. Which one is it?
Definitely neither of them. I would consider Peters, but I think I have somebody better in mind. And I don't want to say it because I want it to be a surprise.
Huva Hendricks?
Hell no. What the hell? He has been on duty once.
Surely though, right? As assistant chief, he'll be holding
Hell
down.
no, he would not be assistant chief. Trust me. I have somebody in mind that I think will make a great assistant chief, and people would actually be like, okay, you know what? That makes sense, and I respect it. And it wouldn't be like some stupid funny thing. No, it's actually serious. So people would be like, okay, I see it. That's a good choice.
I mean, I feel like we can make a change, right? I really do.
Oh, 100. Yes, we could make a change. That's the thing. We could.
I really do.
Because we know what needs to be changed and what doesn't. Because we're actually out here talking to people, and people give us their honest input, and we're out here in the field doing what needs to be done, responding to the high priority calls and all the important stuff. That's what we need. We need somebody who understands both sides.
All right, well, hey, I mean, you better prepare for your interview. It's soon, though, right? Like, it'll be in the next couple of days.
I'm waiting. I'm going in there. I'm gonna tell them exactly what they want to hear.
Listen, if you do become chief, though, there's one thing that we listen. Like on a serious note, right? I'm being serious here. The certs have to be reworked. They have to be. The way they are now is shambolic.
What do you mean? What certs?
Like stuff like TRT, I basically is invite only, but the amount of people that I speak to that say, "Oh man, I want to be TRT," but like a lot of things, it doesn't matter.
It's getting to a point where.
Like
I said this to Romello. I said it's getting to a point where everybody is eventually gonna be TRT if they want to, you know.
Exactly, and I hate to be, it's a fact. Not everybody gets it. Not everybody can listen. I'm not gonna be out there doing. I can't represent myself in a court case because I'm not a lawyer. I'm not qualified. Even if I was, there's other people that'll be better. It's the same for the pursuit and TRT. Those leadership certs, I really think people need to realize, like, just because you want it, doesn't mean you're gonna get it. Like, I told Pullover that he's not ready for full pursuit, and it's caused like a whole internal thing now, right? I told him to his face, you're not good enough, and it's caused like drama. I've had to have multiple meetings about it, and I'll do it again. He's not good enough. If I see him on a car, I don't trust him to hold it, so he's not ready for full pursuit. And people think like, just
now,
you
know what the downside to something like that is? You know what the downside is? The downside is, I don't know if they have this problem in shift 1, but in shift 2, there's not many people around, so you kind of need to make more people TRT. So there is some more of those around. Does that make sense?
Not wrong, but
then the thing is, when those people that you made TRT don't wake up or are around anymore, and you got to make more people TRT, and then eventually you'll be like, okay, well, damn, you're almost everybody's TRT. But again, it depends on people's schedules. Yeah. How often, when they're around. So it's a double-edged sword.
It is. The thing about it is, let's say pursuit. I think when we can do time trials, if you pass time trials, you can drive a Buffalo. That's it. But if you drive a Buffalo, you are not pursuit until we go out of our way and say, hey, buddy, you are being asked to do a second trial. You know, like, we are offering you the opportunity to be full pursuit. So then that way we can have the cars when we need them, right? And then for TRT, we do something like, we make people that are the shift leads, they have to do a minimum amount of shit. You know, they get on duty and they pick, like, let's say right now I pick Muir and Remy Ironside. And I say, today, you're riding with me and we're doing TRT ops when possible, right? So these people get involved in doing the things that they do without us having to give the cert. Because you don't need to have a TRT vest to set up weed ops and really do anything. The only thing you need the vest for...
I tell everybody that all the time.
Yeah, the only thing you need the vest for is when we are picking people to lead a scene and it's high risk, you pick the TRT first. But other than that, you can do all the rest of it. You're just not going to be picked when the time comes. But if people want to step up, they can. People just don't feel like stepping up unless they have the title or the rank or the badge or the car. When you shouldn't even need that. And it's not even like before where like the TRT weapon was a lot, you know, it was something to be sought after. Nowadays, it doesn't matter. So people just want the vest just because, just to not do any TRT shit anyway. And then they get upset when you tell them they're not good enough. It's like, well, you're not even going to do anything with this.
And you know, I said this other day, we need to start taking people's TRT vests away.
Yes, we do. We do.
I wanted to tell you know what's crazy? I was talking to Romello about taking Gravy's vest away, and some guy heard me say it at the Lucky Plucker over there, little soul, and he twatted it out, and I got in trouble because he heard me say it. And there was a whole big thing when Michael Mink said, "Oh, Quangle said he wanted to take Gravy's TRT vest away." What I said, first of all, I didn't even tell him he heard me say that, and secondly, I told him, yeah, I do want to take it away. I want to start taking people's vests away.
We should, and
I'm telling you, they do operations, warrant ops, all that stuff to get it. Then once they get it, they stop doing that shit.
No, 100%. Like, listen, I don't do weed ops and warrant ops and stuff like that, just because between FTOing and then like actually responding to shit, like it's tough. But most people get the cert and they have it, and that's it. They don't do anything. They don't do anything. They got no excuse. Like, it's not like they're busy or they're on duty, just driving around responding to something. And then I don't know. The leadership certs need to... people think it's the same as a rank, right? They just want to have their voice cert. Sorry, your voice is irrelevant. This guy Pullo is telling me he wants to be TRT. Listen, I've never heard you contribute to a scene, not even once. And there's people that already have the vest that are just... I don't know. It's terrible to say.
You know, I said this. Look, I'm gonna be honest. the person that I was talking to all about is Charles Danger. Obviously, he's going to be one of the ones giving the interviews, right? And I told him, I said, you need a chief that's not afraid to hurt people's feelings. Hurting people's feelings and being respectful goes hand in hand. Yeah, I could be mean and hurt people's feelings, but as long as I'm respectful, there's a difference between, being disrespectful and respectful. And you need a chief or somebody in position to, okay, I don't care about your feelings. This is how it's going to be. And if you don't like it, well, I'm sorry. But you got to do it respectfully, not in a dickhead way, but you got to stand on your ground.
You know what you
and
should look
I
at?
told him one of the things that I said was Oxby's downfall is he's very nice, and people are going to take his kindness for weakness.
No, they will. They will.
Exactly. He's super nice, very nice. I've never heard him be mean to nobody. They're going to take that as a weakness, and they're going to exploit it.
And they're going to start crying, like, let's say, I'll pick someone, right? I'll say it. Let's say Oxby, as the chief, wanted to demote Haley Maxwell. He's going to hear some sob story and all these things, and more than likely going to fold. That's how I see it.
Exactly.
So all these people that have been here for a long time and have all these connections, and maybe they are a good officer, but maybe they don't need to be at the rank they're at, but they just are. I don't think someone like Oxby is going to be able to put them down a couple notches. Like it was Peters that demoted Radich. You know that? It was Peters that demoted Radich. Apparently they gave him a week to
captain to sergeant?
Captain to sergeant. They gave him a week to prove that he could be a captain. And then apparently Radish was just dooming and being like, oh, Ruby's just going to demote me as the assistant chief. And Peter said, fuck that, I'll demote you right now. And demoted him to sergeant. Because he was like, yeah, it's probably coming. If Ruby's chief, she's going to demote me. Because he's like, yeah, well, she knows you're useless. No shit, she's going to demote you. But yeah, Peter's beat him to it.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's how it should be. Like, hey, it sucks, right? It sucks, but if you're not a captain anymore, you can't do your job? That's not how it is. Listen, if they strip me, right, of my rank and all my fucking shit, right? If I did something to deserve it, they made me an officer and took my pursuit and TRT. That was the only thing keeping me here. What's the point? Like, sure, I'd be upset. Maybe I'd try to transfer to the BCSO, but I'll still be on duty. I'm still going to do the job to the best I can. Like, it feels like a lot of these people, take their rank away. That's it. Like, look at Helen. Helen got demoted from sergeant. She took a 1 month leave of absence and she's back anyway. So what was all the fuss about? You remember all that? Like, Helen made all a big fuss. All of the BCSO people were like, oh, I'm leaving if there's a new sheriff. Yo, she came crawling back. She's still here. And she seems happier for it. I'm not going to lie. I like Helen more now as an officer deputy than I did as a sergeant.
I agree with you. I feel like if you strip somebody's rank away and they truly believe they should be that rank, guess what? They're going to get it back regardless.
Yes, yes.
They know what it takes to be. And if they don't, then you never should have deserved it in the first place.
Exactly. And if you're going to lose your rank and be like, all right, well, I'm done. Hey, goodbye. All right.
I agree. No, trust me, I agree.
Yeah, I just feel like there's so much stagnant shit in this, in both departments. Like, there's so many people that are just here just because.
What about this? Jared Gitlin is assistant chief.
I like that. I like that.
I don't. I think that's terrible.
No, I like that. Listen,
I would never.
If we want a court case every single day, that sounds really good.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna try and go for chief, and then if I get it, it's gonna be a surprise. But people will be like, okay, that makes sense. I want to tell you who it is, but I don't want to ruin it. And it's a very good assistant chief.
Vincent Ventura?
No. Look, I'm gonna email you, and you tell me if you think it's a good assistant chief or not.
No,
but you can't say nothing.
No, I won't.
Don't say anything that gives it away. Nothing. What do you think?
I like that.
I think that would be a great pick for assistant chief. No.
No, I do too. Tell that Peters again.
Does anything even happen around these times or what?
There might be like a 37 alpha or something soon. Sometimes, right? Sometimes. When the sun sets, people might get out. I mean, to be fair, I don't really patrol these times. Like, I would come around from the meeting, and then that's it.
I'm never around these times. But if I got chief, you the best believe I'd be around these times.
Yeah, I mean, exactly, right? That's the thing. Right, if I had any rank higher than what I have now, I'd be around more. I just feel like, I feel like not everyone's the same. I feel like, I don't know. These people are absolutely insane.
All right, Mr. Keys. Well, I'm gonna keep you updated, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, you know, the department becomes a better place after the next chief is picked.
Yeah, I hope so. Good shit, Quangle.
All right, take it easy. Bye.
Bye-bye.